The home of the Killie Pie, penicillin, and an owner willing to put his money where his mouth is. These are all things that can be true of Darvel. You join us at the start of a weekend in the West of Scotland Football League as we vlog two teams looking to push their teams up higher in the SPFL pyramid. We start off tonight with Darvel. Darvel taking on Kilwinning Rangers tonight, and a win would be the perfect medicine for them after the defeat on the opening day of the season. So I'm joined here by the guy I inspired to start YouTube. No, I'm drunk. Sam North, how you doing, mate?
You did, mate. Yeah, mate. You inspired me, mate. You inspire me every day. It's good, mate. It's good to see you out there and at the football. You know, Motherwell is your team, but you're also here today at Darvel, and you've been to loads of other games. You were at East Kilbride the other day as well. So, mate, it's brilliant to see.
I think you've got to do that. I mean, there's so many media outlets covering the higher end of Scottish football. Yep. We need to get more coverage on these levels, and
definitely, yeah.
I still, do you agree with me though that this level of football, you still see some really good quality at these levels?
You do, yeah. And there's a lot of like bottlenecks, I think people call it. So you get a lot of leagues, like the West of Scotland League. There's 5 or 6 teams in this league. 2 tonight. Darvel, Kilwinning Rangers. There's Pollock. There's Auchinleck Talbot, Clydebank. Some really good teams that, because it's so hard to get promoted, they'll be in these leagues, but they're probably good enough to compete with League 1 teams, for instance. So you get a game at this level that's just as good as like a League 1, League 2 game, in my opinion.
And I'm trying to figure out, obviously my dad's team are playing tonight.
Yep.
Has it ever been done on YouTube where the YouTubers covered your own dad's game?
I'm sure the comments will let us know if it ever has been, but maybe not.
But no, so what's the plans for you this year? Obviously you're growing every day, mate. So
mate, people ask me that all the time. I never really know what I'm doing within the next few days, but I just know that I'll be checking the fixtures, going to games like tonight here at Darvel, and then at the weekend I'll be seeing Celtic play against Kilmarnock. So just trying to cover a whole spectrum from the top to the bottom and sort of everything in between as well.
And the last question really, I mean, there's been big talk about the restructuring of the pyramid in Scottish football, and I know that's something that you're quite vocal about in your videos yourself.
Yeah.
It's about time, isn't it?
It is about time, yeah, and obviously I'm English. I live up in Scotland. I love the Scottish game, don't get me wrong, and I never really bash it. I think everyone knows that I'm completely fair of what I say. But in England we have this incredible pyramid system that is so open. Teams can come up, go down, and I feel like that is what has made it. I know a lot of money has been pumped into it, which has made it great as well, but I think that is one of the reasons why it is so attractive to people investing money as well. Like, why would a billionaire come and invest in a league where it's all a bit higgledy-piggledy, mashed up, you know what I mean? So I think to get the investment, you need a good league structure. You need a good league structure to get investment. It's an ongoing cycle and it sort of needs opening up, in my opinion.
And they've unlocked some doors.
Yep.
But they can make it easier still, can't they?
It's like putting a pin in a dam. They just need to sort of open it up a lot more and just... Because Darvel were the champions last year and they're playing in the same league as they were last season.
It's not right.
No, it's not.
They need to be right up. I mean, look at the amount of teams that have been in. You know, this is no disrespect to these teams that have been... The amount of teams that have stayed in like the Scottish PFL League 2 for years.
I know,
continually finished bottom. Now, hopefully we start to see these sides coming up.
Yeah, and the more sides that do come up and do get relegated, the more conversations there'll be about opening it back up. Because the ones that are in the league want it closed off. As soon as they start getting relegated, they'll want it opened up. So,
listen, mate, pleasure to see you as always.
Legend, mate. Everyone hit that like button and subscribe to this man's channel.
He's doing my job for me. First chance there, they came winning. They did well. They won a corner from a deflected shot, and then Mark Lamont swings the ball in. Centre back manages to get his head to it, but it's comfortably into the goalkeeper's hand, and the fans are getting a wee bit rowdier than we hear because there's just been a challenge in the air, and Kilwinning have a free kick. Good start from my dad's side, I have to say. Again, good play by Kilwinning. It's another ball down this right hand side channel. It's whipped in, and Dylan Mackin manages to get his head to Ex Motherwell, man. It just heads it wide a goal. But no, I think Kilwinning will be pretty happy with the start that they've made. Almost the opening goal there for the home side. Darvel comes from a free kick, he whipped in and it's heading into the net, but offside, mile offside, and then Kilwinning go down the other end. A breakaway on again this right side. They seem to be exploiting that a lot, but nobody in the box for the cutback, so get away with 1-0. We scare for the Buffs away support, but it does remain 0-0. Something that I've noticed in the game, Darvel try to play a lot of balls into the midfield, but what Kilwinning have managed to do really well. They managed to activate the press and stop that. A lot of Darvel's luck seems to be coming from balls over the top, if anything. That's where they've got most of their chances in set pieces, so I think Kilwinning they'll be happy with the start they've made to the match. About halfway through the first half, and it's 1-0 at the home side Darvel, and I think my dad and his coaching staff, I think they'll be quite disappointed with the manner that he's conceded that goal. It's a straight ball through in the middle of the Kilwinning defence, just as I've said that Darvel don't really look like cutting them open, and it's a straight ball through the middle of the defence, and Allan Mackenzie runs onto it for Darvel and slots it beyond Craig Gordon in the Kilwinning net. But about 27 minutes gone and it's 1-0 to Darvel. Oh, what are you doing here?
How's it going? Alright, how are you?
What are you doing here?
I'm here to enjoy the steak belters.
The goal going. Chance for Dylan Mackin, goal! And Kilwinning at a level! Dylan Mackin! It's a great strike, we know all about him, don't we, Derek? Dylan Mackin. I was just slagging him for running there, you know, he's just absolutely drilled one into the bottom corner. One each. I'm not going to lie, since Kilwinning equalised, that's been coming. And I think it's big Allan Mackenzie again. They fail to deal with a ball into the box and it just falls to his feet. And he dispatches it beyond Craig Gordon. Obviously I want my dad's team to win, that's why I'm sounding a wee bit gutted, but I can't say I have any complaints at Darvel retaking the lead there, because Kilwinning have just stopped playing since they've equalised. 3-1 to the home side, and it's a hat-trick for Allan Mackenzie. I mean, it's terrible defending again for Kilwinning. He's absolutely unmarked in the middle of the box and he just slots it past Craig Gordon. I mean, some of the defending for some of the goals tonight is really let Kilwinning down, because I don't think that there's been much between the teams in terms of like open play. I just think the goals that Kilwinning have given away are really poor. So that's another disallowed goal for Darvel. I believe that takes the total up to 3 now. And that one I think they can feel a bit hard done by. I didn't see much wrong with that goal. Been given offside, but to me the boy ran through and slotted it beyond goalkeeper Craig Gordon, and it would have made it 4-1. But now Kilwinning have a free kick. So mate Callan's laughing in the background because I said Craig Gordon there, that's his name.
No, it's not.
It is?
It's actually.
Aye.
It's offside.
Full time here at Darvel, it's finished Darvel 3, Kilwinning 1 in the West of Scotland Football Weekend. I don't think there can be any complaints with the result. Darvel for me, the better team. Alright, Kilwinning get themselves back into it, but they can't defend well enough for me, and that's why Darvel have won the game. So let's start off with rating. I'm going to rate the view, but before I get into this view, I'm not in the disabled section, so this is no reflection on Darvel's disabled facilities. I just had to sit somewhere that was best for me to get some footage before the game and stuff, so this is where I was sat. But my view has to be a 1, because I had a mountain of bodies in front of me for the full game. and I couldn't really see much, so when I'm trying to describe stuff to you, I'm kind of going off guesses, so if I've got any of them wrong, I do apologise for that. On to the Kilwinning performance now. I didn't think there was much in the first half. I did say that it was going to be tight before the game, and I thought the first half started like that. There wasn't much between the teams. There was a few half chances here and there, and then one straight ball through the middle of the Kilwinning defence, and Allan Mackenzie, Hatrick hero tonight, gets on the end of it and puts it by goalkeeper Craig Gordon. Maybe he could have come off his line a wee bit quicker. There's a question of that, but I still don't think that the ball should get through in the first place. In half time, Darvel find themselves 1-0 up. Kilwinning then change it, they go 2 up front second half, and it seemed to be working for them. They get themselves back in the game through Dylan Mackin, someone I know well. From his time at Motherwell, it's a great finish across the goalkeeper out of the bottom corner, and from then on you're thinking, alright, Kilwinning have changed it. If there's going to be any team that's going to go on and win the game, it's going to be Kilwinning because of the way they started the second half. But I say it and I say it all the time, you won't win games of football if you cannot defend your penalty area. And the second goal comes from the ball into the box, they half cleared it, and falls to Allan Mackenzie, he dispatches it. And then the third goal for me is just criminal. Allan Mackenzie finds himself in between the two centre halves, 6 yards from goal, and he's got a tap in. So I'm sure my dad and the coaching staff, I think we're going to speak to Debbie Adams, one of the coaches here, in a bit. I'm sure he'll be disappointed with the way that they've lost the goal. So the winning performance, I'm just giving them a 5 because they got themselves back into the game, but they have to defend the box better. I think that has to be said. There's me not getting in the house now. But no, on to the referee. I thought there was a few challenges that he let go. And Darvel have 4 offside goals chopped off in this game, and I think one of them certainly should have stood. So I like the fact that he let it flow in stages, but there was ones that he certainly missed. So I'm going to go down the middle. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 for his performance tonight. And finally, we go on to the atmosphere here. I thought, considering there must have been a crowd of about 600 in here tonight, there was a bit of feistiness coming from the sidelines. Anyone that is here will know exactly what I'm talking about. Don't want to get into too much detail, but no, there was a wee bit of afters at the end of the game, shall we say. And I just thought that there was some good, a good atmosphere all around us throughout the game. I did feel as if you were involved in something with the Buff fans when they went me here. So 6 out of 10 again for the atmosphere. So what, we've got 6 for the atmosphere, we've got 6 for the referee, and we've got 5 for Kilwinning, and we've got 1 for the view. So that's 18 out of 40 from my experience here at Darvel this evening. But I hope you have enjoyed the vlog. Thanks for that to everyone that come on. Thanks to Sam North, it was good to speak to him, and let's see if we can get that interview with David Adams. David, a tough night for you at Darvel. Your reflection on that performance?
Disappointed to say the least, as you would expect, but I thought we got ourselves back in the game deservedly, and then we just seemed to kind of switch off, and then we lost it. We actually lost 3 kind of goals that could have been prevented tonight. The second one, more so because you've just got back in the game and you've conceded a very loose second goal that just seemed to knock the stuffing out of us, and we didn't get back into the game. And to be fair, they kind of kicked on, and we could have scored 1 or 2 more.
You can do all the work that you guys do during the week, but if you don't defend your penalty box, then you're not going to win games of football, are you?
It's basics, Steve. Even the first half, although we were down, went in a goal down, I thought we actually played the better football when we got it down, although we didn't really get at the goalkeeper or get in the box too often. I thought we were neat and tidy on the ball, but we always look suspect the minute a long ball goes into the back, and it's something we need to address. It's something we need to look at and get it addressed.
I thought second half he's changed it to a front 2, right? Saying that 2 up front, because I think Dylan Mackin a wee bit isolated in the first half. That seemed to work for you coming out as well. And then when you get the goal, surely at that point you're thinking, if there's going to be one team that's going to go on and win this, it's going to be us.
I mean, we actually changed to a 4-4-2, just before the end of the first half, just to get a more of a foothold in the game. And you're right, I thought it worked. I thought, we had issues early doors with them coming, they'd run us for the middle of the park. But when we went to the floor, that seemed to kind of stem that and stop it. And then I felt we started to get on top of them. Like you said, come into the second half, we started to get more of the ball. And you end up scoring a really good goal through it, and you're back in the game.
But for me, you must be feeling, because I seen enough there tonight on the ball in stages, that if you can cut out the errors in defence, you've got a squad here that can go on and do well this season.
Absolutely, Steve, absolutely. But we can't keep conceding the goals. I know we're only 3 games in, but you can't concede the goals that we're conceding and hope to be up there challenging at the end of the season, because it's just not going to happen. So we need to get to the issue, as soon as and get it rectified. Because you said, because if you do that, then it gives you a platform for your midfield and your forwards to go and play if they're more secure at the back. It's as simple as that, mate.
Well, Davey, thanks very much for the interview. All the best for the SCC.
All right, thanks, Steve.